Welcome to Mint. In today's edition of From the Newsroom, we have with us Nidhi Mishra, who will tell us how Delhi government's plans to make the city slum-free have hit a roadblock. The reason? Slum dwellers want to continue living in the same locality and have refused to relocate. So Nidhi, some of the people from the Azad Nagar slum have said that they don't want to move, and they're insisting for something called in situ upgradation.
That's right.
What is in situ upgradation?
So in situ upgradation is essentially when the government provides basic services like water, electricity, drainage systems within the slum itself. So what they're doing is that they're making the facilities in the slum more livable and much better than what they used to be earlier.
So what are the challenges for in situ upgradation?
So the biggest challenges with in situ upgradation are that the government will have to build capacity in these areas. They'll have to build capacity, which means that they'll have to lay down drainage lines, they'll have to lay down water lines, they'll have to supply power to all these areas, which is very difficult because a lot of these areas don't have the infrastructure and the capacity to house so many people, to give them so many services, to take care of the amount of water consumption, electricity consumption. All of Delhi has water and electricity problems. So if the government starts supplying electricity and water regularly also to these areas, it puts a lot of load on the government. So that is one of the greatest challenges in situ upgradation.
So then is in situ rehabilitation a foolproof method to make a city slum-free?
In situ rehabilitation is not a foolproof method because here what the government does is it recognizes a cluster of slums and then it takes an account of how many people live there and then it makes dwelling units for all these people, and when they make these dwelling units they're essentially very far away from the city or from the place where they work. So why these slum dwellers live in these areas is because it's close to where they work and so it's easier for them. If they shift to somewhere which is far away, then they're going to have to spend a lot of their time and money traveling, which for daily wage workers is both a loss in terms of income and time and all of that. So it makes it very difficult for them. Also then what they have to do is they have to pay for basic services like electricity and water, which they don't have to do at the slums. So for slum dwellers, it's it doesn't make any difference for them. It's just a bigger problem for them to move all the way there, pay more, travel more. So in situ upgradation is a lot better than in situ rehabilitation.
And why is it so difficult to make the current programs work?
It's difficult to make the current programs work because the government is not looking at it from the point of view of slum dwellers. They're not asking them what they want, why they're living there, why they're not moving out, why they're not moving to dwelling units that have already been constructed. So the government is only looking at policies from a top-down approach and they're not talking to slum dwellers and asking them what is best for them. If they do that, then the policies will definitely work in a much better way.
Thank you, Nidhi. And on that note, we end today's edition of From the Newsroom. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.